Welcome back to the Z2H podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Denny Dumas. On tonight's episode, producer Karol, and I celebrate you guys because we love you. And we reached a pretty cool milestone, which was 10,000 downloads on Spotify and Instagram, which is very exciting for us. We are 8 months into the podcast? Pretty cool. We are super pumped about it. We did a celebratory hike, Karol and I. Elfin Lakes in Squamish. We brought a bottle of champagne up there. We popped it. We did a little speech to say thank you to you guys. So check it out on my Instagram. Karol and his girlfriend actually stayed up there, and that was their first overnight hike. I think it'd be an underestimation to say they were over-prepared. Their packs were like 40 pounds each. Anyway, we talk all about Karol's first overnight hike experience and how he's doing a lot more this summer. We talk about the beginning of their relationship and how we met in high school, played provincial team basketball together. I would go over to his house basically every day after school. And then we kind of go off on a tangent of just like how crazy technology change has been in the last 10 years and how we remember our first phones in grade 10 or 11 being these like Nokia flip phones. And when the Razr came out, it was the coolest thing in the world. And now we literally have a laptop on our phone at our hands. Check it out. You get to learn more about producer Karol, which I love. You'll love. Check it out. If you love what you're hearing on the Z2H podcast, hit your subscribe button. Tell your friends. Write us a review. Love you. We are live.
On YouTube. That'd be scary. Live would be scary.
Producer Karol.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have you ever done a podcast before?
Never done a podcast.
This is your first one.
Except for the one we just did. I was starting a podcast.
Oh, shit. That was a joke, Karol. You've done like 63 podcasts. However,
I'm here every time, guys. It's awesome.
This is exciting. I feel like all the listeners really want to get to know you.
You think so?
I think so.
I hope so. That
You sound so excited.
that little old face thing that's going on right now with that photo app.
What the fuck is
It's
happening?
got me a little bit rattled.
Why is this such a big thing right now?
Because it's actually really good. Like, it's a really good algorithm, and it actually makes you look, I think, like you would if you were older.
Do you actually think that?
I think so. I think it's pretty close.
I would like to publicly state that I no longer want to live till 113.
Just because you saw that
I'd
what
like
you
to
might
cut
look
myself
like.
off at 47 now because I am terrified to look like a taller, skinnier version of my father.
Denny, you have 17 years, bro.
Shit, I better speed up. Got a lot to accomplish in 17 years.
Did
Seriously, why is it? I don't understand though.
did the app make you bald?
I am bald.
Oh, Jesus. This is awkward.
You want to see?
I do.
Okay.
But like, everyone's doing it, man. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone is sharing this shit on Instagram. Fuck, I don't know. And it's just some random app. Dude, that doesn't look bad at all.
Oh, come on.
Dude, that's like the grandpa at like a picnic where you're throwing a football with, you know?
Still got the gray beard. Still podcasting too, which is great.
You're still rocking the hat.
What are we, 127? Still gonna be podcasting wearing backwards hats. Oh man.
Okay, the first thing I wanted to ask you about.
You want to ask me? Okay.
Yeah,
let's
you
do
sent
this.
you sent me that little, what was it? Bitcoin cryptocurrency documentary.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
Me neither. Next topic.
Oh man, I was meaning to watch it this week.
I heard
And yeah,
some crypto news that I heard today. I heard some company came up with a way to like a cloud system,
you can save it.
so you can store stuff online using like cryptocurrency technology or blockchain technology, I should say. And apparently, it's I think 20 times less memory than just regular files, regular cloud.
So
The files that you store on this cloud take up 20% or like 20 times less memory than they would on like a Google Cloud or whatever.
don't you store it now on like? How do you store it now?
Google. I use Google.
Drive?
Yeah.
What if someone steals your computer?
That's fucked up, dude. I don't know. I mean, I have like passwords and shit to get into my computer. Why are you scared that everything is in one kind of source?
I still don't understand.
Don't understand
I
why.
think that's my problem.
Cloud?
That's why we need Chase to come on the show.
Chase?
We're working on a, just for future reference, ladies and gentlemen, we are working on a crypto Bitcoin blockchain expert who does like talks and stuff on this stuff.
So you don't have to fucking listen to us mumble through
Yeah,
this.
we're working on it. Until then, we're going to use Google Drive.
But you know how a cloud works and all that shit works, right?
Yeah.
So it's just, I guess, a different look using crypto.
Do you still need your little calculator that changes this number every 10 seconds?
That'd be good. My little authenticator?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, that's something completely, that's different.
Oh.
Unless they added it, but.
Have you ever, I guess you just own Bitcoin
Yes.
and it just sits there?
Yes, I have it on my, like I bought like a hardware wallet. So like I have full possession of it and it just sits in my desk essentially. Hopefully there's no fires in my house or anything.
So you treat it more like a stock.
Exactly. Like a stock.
You're not treating it like a currency.
No.
Is anyone? Are people using it? Yeah.
You hear like stores, random little places like here and there say like, we're accepting Bitcoin, we're accepting this and this, but I don't know if anything is just super concrete yet. You know, I'm sure you could buy some stuff with Bitcoin and whatever, but probably not a lot just yet. Still early stages.
Be interesting if you could, instead of make people look old with an app, you could foresee the future of what Bitcoin will be doing in 100 years.
This is your face after the stresses of dealing with investments.
I think we should talk a little bit about hiking. It's summertime.
Yes.
Vancouver has some wicked stuff to do in the summertime. I don't really like going away in the summer. I like going away in like November, December, January.
When it's ugly?
Yeah, because the summer's really nice here. It's like good temperature, 27 degrees, often sunny, even though July's been kind of shitty, but often sunny. There's so much stuff to do today too, or right now. I'm thinking about my last literally week. I did a sweet hike to Elfin Lakes with you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I went to a Canadiens game last night, which they're so much fun. Saturday is the Red Truck concerts, outdoor concert, which I've never been to, but I've heard are sweet. Friday this week is Rib Fest in Port Moody.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember last year.
You
Are
should
you
come
going?
with me.
Yeah.
Me and Alex are gonna go. I think a couple of realtors on our team are gonna
Where
come
is
too.
it exactly?
It's in Rocky Point Park.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's just like
So they like
trucks
fence
and all
off
that
a big
stuff.
area,
Yeah.
and there's trucks in there. There's beer gardens.
Dude, that place is bumping.
Port Moody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's blown up so much in the last few years. It's actually insane.
I think I would live there. Like I would definitely live there. It's just a touch far.
It's just a little bit, yeah.
In the morning, if you have appointments in like Burnaby or New West, in the morning it takes you 45 minutes to get there. Drive.
Because it's either Barnett, right? Or you go up Como Snake Hill, right?
Yeah.
It's tough. But it's nice because you're right by the water.
It's amazing. There's so many good hikes out there. A lot of good breweries.
A lot of good breweries, good food, great ice cream.
There's a lot of good stuff to do in the summer. Even, what else? We have some good beaches.
It's okay. I don't know.
They're not good ones to swim
I feel
in.
like they're good, but they're so small and everyone knows about them. So what, like what's a good beach here? Like a Summit, a White Pine, I should say.
You have to go outside this. Yeah. Even, a couple weeks ago, took the ferry, which is like 20 minutes to Bowen Island.
That's one place I want to go, but yeah.
And found a beach there that there was maybe like 40 people on.
Really?
Yeah, so that was pretty sweet.
Was the ferry pretty
And it's
busy?
close. No. You get there like 30, 40
It's
minutes
close.
before.
Yeah.
It's super close. Food truck festivals. New West has a good one. And there's one in Vancouver.
So our hike on Elfin.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So you did that.
For a record, this is Karl's first overnight hike. I did not stay overnight.
Yeah.
22 kilometers in a day is a long
round trip.
Long way though.
Yeah. No, that's a lot of walking, man.
We went to Backcountry Brewery afterwards.
Yeah.
And it felt so good to sit down and just have a cold beer.
Did it hit you pretty hard?
No, because I felt like we ate a lot.
I feel like the trail's pretty good. Like it wasn't that tough.
No.
Because it's made for mountain bikes. So it's like, it's pretty like visible. It's easy to follow, right? It's like not just loose rocks. There's gravel. It's whatever.
What do you think of the
good.
lake?
It's a little dinky.
It's
I don't know
so
why they
small.
call it Elfin Lakes. It should be like fucking 360 glacier view
Yeah.
hike, but no, the lakes were above average. I mean, the water was great, delicious, because that's where you get your water source. So that was good.
There you go.
But I mean, the views from your tent pad and all the way around is unbeatable. Even like 6 kilometers into the hike, it just opens up and it's just all views.
Mhm.
It was probably top 3 places I've been.
That you've done?
Yeah, just visually wise.
That was your first overnight one.
First overnight.
Why'd you want to get into overnight?
I don't know. I like being uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I like getting out there and just kind of, relying on yourself, your
Sounds like
preparedness
Jamie.
and all that shit. Yeah.
Where and what other aspects of your life do you like feeling uncomfortable? Or is this a new thing that you're
no.
exploring?
I guess work. Like if I'm working outside, I do like a bunch of manual labor and stuff. So if it's hot or sunny or whatever, it doesn't really bother me.
Hmm.
I don't know, but backcountry was fucking fun, man.
So you said you overpacked a little bit, but your
Yeah.
pack was like 35
35, 40
and
pounds,
so
yeah.
was Sam's.
For one night.
So you
So
had
it's pretty
70
extreme.
pounds of stuff.
Pretty extreme, yeah. But like the one thing with that hike is like you're so high up, right? So it gets fucking cold. I'm pretty sure it dropped down to like 4 degrees at night.
Really?
Well, you're like, there's fucking glaciers all around you. You're like, you're eye level with these things.
Mm.
When the sun comes out, it's super, super hot. It's super nice. But when it gets like behind a cloud and that fucking breeze comes through, it's cold. The wind is just ice. So that got a little bit scary. And like the thing with backcountry camping, right, is like if you're cold in the middle of the night and you're fucking wearing everything you already have, what do you do? Right? That's kind of scary, man.
You asked Ranger Rob.
Ranger, fucking let me in.
Where do you get information on what you should be packing for overnight hikes?
Just YouTube videos. Just once again, the same thing like podcasting. Just teach myself. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you need a shelter, right? Some food and something to cook.
So what are you bringing with you?
What do we bring with me?
You're
So
bringing sweatshirts.
yeah, I brought a lot of sweaters, sweatpants, just to stay warm. Normally, because we're gonna do the West Coast Trail eventually in September. I know it's not gonna be nowhere near as cold, so it's gonna be a lot lighter. But yeah, we overdid it on sweatshirts and jackets for sure.
You
but
did?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was
Just
that
'cause
your
it's
biggest
scary.
fear?
Yeah.
How cold would it be?
Yep. Because I feel you just don't recover from that.
Did you wear everything that you brought?
No, it was one thing I didn't wear, but I got a little bit cold at night.
Did you?
Yeah. Fuck. What else? So I guess we have our tent. We brought like
how much does a tent weigh?
the tent that we have is a 3-person tent, and it's 4.5 pounds,
That's it.
5 pounds. Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
all
crazy how light it is?
it's all like aluminum, like fucking airplane stuff. It's like one pole, it just connects. It's just efficient and smart. So we have our tent. We brought these little like 2-pound chairs that actually made a big difference
You use them?
all the entire
Yeah.
time. Because if you're sitting on that little deck on the wood, it fucking hurts your ass after a while.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of downtime backcountry camping. So we had that. We brought like freeze dry food. So it's just completely dehydrated. You just add like boiling water. So that's easy. So essentially we just had like a little jet stove, a little propane tank, we just boiled water. And then just clothes. We had like a bear bag because that's where you hide your food overnight so you don't get eaten by cougars and shit. Yeah. No, it's fun,
Just
man.
any animals?
No animals at all.
No
I feel
bears?
like Elfin Lake is not really backcountry camping
No.
just because the amount of fucking people are there and then you're on a tent pad and stuff. But for the first time, I kind of, didn't want to worry about animals. I
Was it
just kinda
full
do my
at
thing.
night?
That night when you left, at the night, there's probably like 4 or 5 spots left. But the next day when we were walking down, we saw the 2 rangers coming up. It was just like two young guys on like mountain bikes. And I guess they check all the huts on the way and they check everything. And then they go up there. And then Elfin Lake and Garibaldi are the only 2 places in the lower mainland that you have to reserve for backcountry camping. So like they're pretty
Elfin
strict.
and Garibaldi.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2.
Those are the only 2.
Huh.
Anywhere else is just a flat $5 fee and you can just fucking go for however long
Where do you
want.
pay this?
Online. It's like getting a fishing license or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it dumb that you have to pay?
No, I don't know. You got to support it though. I mean, there's a lot of work and shit that goes into maintaining trails and all that stuff.
Do you really need a ranger, Rob?
Some of the more wild ones that we're planning on doing, no. I'm assuming it's going to be just us. But like, we overheard the rangers talking to people and they said like, if you don't have reservations, they'll walk you out. The middle of the night, if you have fucking headlamps and shit, they'll walk you out off like the trail, which is like 11 kilometers. They take that
How many
shit
times are
seriously.
they going up and down this thing?
I don't know. I have no idea. Poor young guys, man. That would suck. Mountain bike up and have to walk someone out in the middle of the night.
Be a sweet job to get paid to hike, though.
It would, because then you're just in shape, eh? Just doing your thing. Yeah, no, that would be dope for sure. And they have their little ranger hut up there, probably like full internet, big screen TV. These guys are just living life.
You said there's a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
You only did one night, but if you did like a multiple night one,
Mm-hmm.
would you get bored?
I think so. I think you have to be good at occupying your time. Because like when we do the West Coast Trail, we're doing it over 6 days, right? Like that's a fucking long time. And most of the like the
No cell
distances
service out there too?
Pardon me?
Is there cell service there? Probably not.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. But I mean, like most of our campsites between the days are probably like 10, 15 kilometer hike, right? Maximum on flat land. So I mean, we're hiking for like 2-3 hours max a day, and the rest we're just chilling.
Hmm.
So there is a lot of downtime. So hopefully we'll find some cool spots and go swimming or hang out or whatever. Read some books, but yeah. There is.
Do you guys talk a lot? Or is it more just like a lot of quiet?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just get super stoned and just fucking sit there. I mean, the views are so nice. It's actually insane. So like, you're just enjoying yourself.
And Sam doesn't smoke weed, so she's just sitting there sober.
Well, she had a couple tokes last time. I'm sorry, Sam. Got a little stoned, but it was good. Have a couple drinks. Just hang out, talk. Maybe go explore, do a couple little hikes between, kind of just to check out the area.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
First one?
It was good. I think I had a little bit of stomach virus, but I fought through it.
Really?
Yeah. My brother was sick the week before, and then Sam got sick after me, but so I'm hoping it's not like a mental issue I have. I don't know.
Anytime you camp.
It's like super anxiety in my stomach. Fuck, I don't know. So I'm hoping it was just the flu, but
The champagne probably didn't help.
you never know. That was good. That was a good way to celebrate.
Did you expect that or no?
No. Just fucking pull out a champagne bottle out of nowhere. No, that was good. I think our next one that we want to do is Golden Ears, the peak. But apparently that's like fucking 12 kilometers one way and 1.5 kilometers up. So it's a little bit of a hike.
And is there spots to camp at the top?
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah. I think there's like a little shelter there, and there's like an outhouse and just a couple spots for tents.
That'd be cold, eh?
Yeah, that's another thing. It's going to be cold. I'm kind of over the cold after the last time.
You don't want to do the cold one?
No. I just want to be in a hot beach in my tent somewhere.
That's the thing. I don't know. I've never done a camping thing like that.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want to.
You're a little bit uncomfortable. What's your biggest fear?
Fear?
Not fear, but
Looking like that fucking photo that I took on that stupid aging app. That's my fear.
it happens quick. But the thing is, if you're prepared, it's obviously easier and you're going to have a better time, right?
I don't like bugs.
Yeah? No.
I went camping one time as a kid and I was just surrounded by bugs and I didn't like it.
No?
I like hotels. I like beds.
Yeah? But those hotels and beds just don't give you the views and the experience.
Yeah, they do. If you go to the right hotels, you're going to get some.
Yeah? How many
wicked
times
views.
do you wake up next to a bear in the right hotel?
You're probably only doing it once in the wild.
But if you survive, it's an amazing story.
That view's not very good after the bears in your way.
No. Have you ever heard a fucking bobcat or a cougar scream at night? Have I said this to
you
you?
were talking to me about
Can
this.
everyone please go YouTube that, because it's actually terrifying. If you have no idea that there's like what's making that noise, you think it's just like a crazy banshee lady in the middle of the forest.
Am I allowed to play this?
I think so.
Huh?
I don't think cougar noises are copyrighted.
Joe Rogan's always so scared of
I
him.
know.
What is it? Cougar crying at night?
Yeah.
Cougar crying.
That's actually copyright, sir. Yeah, because if he plays music on YouTube, someone just complain.
Oh.
Ad.
This is why I hate YouTube.
It's awful. But yeah, if you play like, is it coming?
We're in the wild right now. Just close your eyes, everyone, and envision sleeping next to Karol at night. He's 6'8", so he's taking up most of the bed.
I'm pushing the tent out.
You're underneath the stars, pitch quiet, and all right, this is the worst video of all time. All right, fail. Everyone should go YouTube
Maybe I'll put it on the YouTube video.
Bobcat,
But it's
noises.
terrifying. It's terrifying.
It sounds like what?
Like a crazy banshee screaming in the middle of the night. like someone possessed.
What is a banshee?
What is a banshee? Isn't that kind of like a evil spirit woman kind of thing?
I thought it was a musical instrument.
What? What kind?
Oh, that's a banjo. If you can find one, play it. But I don't know.
I'll put it on the YouTube video.
It can take too long to keep searching.
But yeah, like you were saying about the Joe Rogan thing, if like someone complains about copyrighted music or something, even for like 3 seconds on his YouTube video, he has to pull the whole thing down.
He said he's been, I don't know if it's sued or like threatened or to be sued or something.
Yeah.
For all the ad money from that episode because he played a 10-second YouTube video.
Isn't that crazy?
That's hilarious. Shouldn't those people be excited that their YouTube video is now getting an extra 5 million views?
They should. But if they know that they make Joe Rogan this much money, then they probably want to go after that, right?
Newsflash, people. Your 10-second video did not make Joe Rogan any money.
Nope.
He already has the viewers. He doesn't need you.
So a banshee is a female spirit in Irish mythology who heralds the death of a family member, usually by wailing, shrieking, or keening. That's terrifying.
Irish? What?
A woman of fairy... What the fuck? Is a female spirit in Irish mythology.
Do you think they're going to have any of those at the British Open this week?
Probably a few in the back.
It's in Northern Ireland.
Oh, for sure.
The course is just littered with banshees.
Silence, please.
And then in the background,
Demons. Jesus.
how'd you get into hiking? Like, why did you decide to start hiking this year?
People started getting us shit. For Christmas, we got tents and like
Karol,
sleeping bags.
you don't get outside enough. Here's a tent.
I know, right? My girlfriend's always been huge into camping.
Jazz.
Always. Yeah, dude. When she was a little kid, she would like go up to Campbell River for a month and just camp for like a month and a half in the woods. Like a savage.
With her family?
Yeah.
Like a savage.
So now she loves it.
What else is on the list? Has she done a lot then in BC?
No.
Or
Not really.
That's where they went every year.
Yeah, that's usually the one spot. Her grandpa had a spot up there. It was just like a huge community of people that just lived there pretty much permanently.
Sweet.
Yeah. What else is for the...
What's on the list this year?
So like I said, Golden Ear's on the list. There's a hike on the Sunshine Coast called Tetrahedron Park, aka Mount Steele. And apparently it's like a big snowshoeing kind of hiking area, but they have cool huts that you can stay in along the path. And apparently you get a super cool view of like the backside of the Howe Sound.
Okay,
cool. So that's cool. And then our biggest trip is going to be West Coast Trail, which is in September. We want to do that in 5 days. That's going to be a pain in the ass.
80K, 5 days.
But the thing with that is like, it's so wet on the island. Like, cause it's on the fucking on the southwest side. So it's like, you get that like fog that's always there. Right. And I've heard horror stories. I've heard people doing it over like 7 days and having it rain all 7 days.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm a little bit worried with that. I just don't want to lose my mind, but I think it'll be super, super cool to do. I know Steve did it.
Yeah,
we're talking a bit.
If it's pouring rain, you can't do those little like mini small explore hikes during the day.
Same. Yeah.
You're sitting in the tent staring at each other for 12 hours. You're going to figure out pretty quick if this
what
is
am I doing?
a serious thing or not, I guess.
I know. Fuck. Call North Shore Rescue.
This woman's attacking me. Get me out of here.
But like the other thing is like, we always talk about how fucking nice Vancouver is and how many places to explore, right? So like, I've gone into hiking. Hiking is awesome. I love hiking. Now this adds just another element, right? Now we can do hiking a few days. So you just go deeper.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where it came from. Just more exploration.
Do you like like getting off the grid? Is that part of the
I
purpose?
do. Yeah. Taking a break, just getting out there. Like I said last time, Sam has family friends at Gambier, so we go there quite a bit.
That's really close, isn't it?
It is. It's like the island next to Bowen.
Yeah.
It's like kind of the ferry goes in between when you're going to the Sunshine Coast. But the difference is that like Bowen Island has like a population of 1,500 or something, or 3,000 or something. I don't know. All year living, and Gambier is like 100. Right. So like you get out there and like you're by yourself. It's a weird feeling. It's eerie because it's super quiet. It kind of feels like someone's watching you, but you know you're not. I don't know. And that's the feeling I really like. It's cool. I think we're going back this weekend again too.
You're going to Gambier?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've done it before?
Yeah. 2 times already.
Camped?
No. So, Sam's family friend has a place there.
Oh, you're staying in it.
Like kind of like a cabin. Kind of right by the water.
That's
right
cool.
on the ocean. It's really nice. It's nice. And it's super cool because like you have to take the ferry to the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
And then from there you take a little boat. So no cars, no nothing.
Really?
Whatever you bring in, you have to pack in, and then all your garbage you have to pack out. So it's kind of like super isolated little community. But like,
how do you live there full time?
you just have to make trips back and forth every weekend to the city or whatever.
Really?
Or if you have a boat, you just go grocery shopping with your boat.
Or you get a bow,
A what?
a crossbow.
Crossbow?
And you
There's
just-
so many fucking deer there on the island.
Are you allowed
So
to
many
hunt deer?
No, it's frowned upon.
Is it legal or is it frowned upon? That's different.
I don't know. When we were up there, there's signs everywhere, no hunting, but I guess people just put them up. But dude, you just go, like, just keep going, and then you'll be completely by yourself. I can't imagine anyone saying anything. But there's
Like
deer.
if you truly wanted
everywhere.
to live there
I think
and
you
not
could.
come back to the city every week, you'd have to hunt for food. Like, how would you eat?
How would you do anything? Maybe like you're close to the ocean, so there's lots of seafood. There's lots of deer, like
You could build a harpoon and just start.
or a fishing rod. How wild do you want to go? But there's deer everywhere. Like we have an ATV up there, and like the biggest fear is running into a deer that just fucking comes bounding out of a bush. It's happened a few times already.
Well, then you'd have dinner that night at least.
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking roadkill, right? They're big.
You ever eaten deer?
Venison and all that shit. Never. I would love to try. How do you feel about hunting?
Do I want to hunt?
Yeah, or like the whole stigma about it.
I'm not a killer.
But you eat meat,
Yeah.
so you kind of are.
I don't know if I could kill things.
Oh, I see. Like to pull the trigger.
Yeah. I think if
But-
it was for the purpose of eating, like I
You
don't
know
think
it's
I would
gonna
ever be a
sustain
trophy
Yeah,
hunter person.
No, yeah,
Like just go kill a giraffe and take a photo with it.
that's fucked. Yeah, that's crazy.
But if the purpose of the trip was to like go live in the backcountry for a week and like shoot a deer and eat it, I think I'd be fine doing that. But I've never done it. And I'm not an outdoorsy person.
I've heard hunters say that like I guess fishermen get this experience too, but like being able to provide food for like a group of people on a campfire is like there's no feeling like it. Apparently it's so rewarding. And like you're gonna use the whole animal, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But even like with trophy hunting, all that stuff costs so much money, and all that money goes to upkeep of the animals, right?
Yeah.
So like if you pay like 50 grand to kill one lion, but that saves 6-7 lions, is it worth it? Hunting is the biggest contributor to like conservation efforts.
Really?
Yeah. Because you gotta get tags, you gotta get all that shit. I would do it for sure.
Trophy hunt?
No. Hunt for food.
Oh. Yeah, I would hunt. I don't think I'd have a problem hunting for food. I've just never done it.
Because like you hear all this shit like factory farming and stuff, right? But like I love meat so much. What is my other option? I mean, one option is you can go to a farm and fucking just like buy half a cow and just leave it in your freezer for a whole year. Right? So you kind of know where that cow came from, kind of, you have a little bit of
I
better
know
of
someone that
idea.
does that.
Who? Rob Zachary?
No, Vince.
Really? And he likes it?
Yeah. Not my brother. Another Vince. Yeah.
And it lasts them all years.
About half a cow. It was like $800 or something.
Yeah. And you
Lasts
have that
for
meat all year.
literally like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah.
It's so
I
much
think
meat.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because that gets away from the factory farming and all that shit, right?
My brother-in-law hunts a lot. Like he'll go on a couple hunting trips every year.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
He lives on the island. Monty lives on the island.
That's pretty cool.
And so he had like he'll get deer, I think is mostly what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll have like deer jerky and deer pepperoni.
Is it good? Do you like it?
Ridiculous. It's so good.
Because like venison has a like gamey taste to it, right? Does that bother you at all? No?
It was super good. The pepperoni, and I get it probably tastes different than
it's a little
like
tougher.
making a steak out of it or something.
Right.
But it's super good.
You
The
can't
pepperoni stuff was so good.
That's like fresh organic meat, right? From an animal that's been fucking living its entire adulthood in the woods or whatever.
Exactly.
And like the thing is, it's not like fucking animals get old and retire, right? Eventually all of them get eaten by something. So you got to keep that in mind. But yeah, hunting I would love to do just to like provide food and stuff. I think that would be really, really cool.
You should go to Gambier for a week.
Yeah.
Bring a bow.
God, I just use my bare hands, man. These deer are everywhere.
Make a harpoon. Gotta find a rock, sharpen it as a tip. Yeah.
And we'll just have a deer carcass over my shoulders.
Everything you do has to be like just in the woods.
Yeah,
Everything.
you have to provide for yourself.
Find a stick.
Do you think they let me bring it onto the ferries?
The harpoon?
No, the deer carcass.
You gotta stay over there. Just eat it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know lots of people out there grow their own weed.
Isn't the problem though okay, that's another topic we can talk about. Isn't the problem though, once you kill the animal, if you don't have refrigeration, it's only good for like a day or two?
Yeah. No, for sure. Or like some kind of preservatives or whatever. And you have to know how to clean
deer
it.
in 2 days.
No.
Unless you're with a group of 12 people
a village.
or something.
Yeah. No, it'll last you. Because how much deer probably weigh like what, like a couple 100 pounds?
I don't know if they're that big.
No?
Think they're that big? I was gonna say like 80 to 120.
Really? No. But they're bigger than like a golden retriever.
But they're so skinny. Their
Their
legs
legs,
are
I
so
guess so.
skinny.
What's the average weight of a deer, Denny?
Average weight of a deer.
But then you have to
Hold
know
on,
how
we
to
should make a
clean
wager
it.
on this before I press
Okay,
search.
I'll say 143 pounds.
Hey, you're coming down to my level.
Yeah, 167.
He said a couple hundred.
Okay.
I said 80 to 120.
I'll go 180.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they get that big.
Yeah, dude. 20 to 35 kilograms. That's
What?
like 60, 70 pounds.
A deer?
You were maybe thinking of a moose. Those are up to 700 kilograms.
That's isn't that like 1,800 pounds?
Times 2.2.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's one animal I've never seen. I would love to just experience its sheer
seeing one
size.
live?
Yeah. Another thing about fucking Gambier Island, like when you're coming in on the boat, there's like a little sign, and apparently there's one cougar that lives on the island. Like, then they like
That guy's
know.
gotta be lonely, man.
I don't know.
By himself.
Cats are weird, man. Probably has like some deer friends or some shit. It gobbles them up every once in a while.
Yeah.
And apparently the island recently got 2 wolves. So they just swim over.
They swim over, or you
Yeah.
think someone brings them over?
Who the fuck is going to bring wolves over? On like their own little boat? No, they swam over for sure. Apparently in
You think they
BC,
can swim across the ocean?
yeah, some of the islands aren't that far. From like Sunshine Coast, it's not that far. I feel like a Gambier. And like a lot of wolves, like people are fine. Like there's a lot of like ocean wolves that just like they live on the coast and they just like eat from the ocean, like shells, crabs, and scavenge from there. And they get like 80% of their diet from it.
Seriously?
Yeah. And apparently they're not as aggressive.
Like, why does when a wolf has a life in the Sunshine Coast,
Yeah.
why does it want to swim across an ocean?
Because maybe the fucking wolf is sick of chasing deer and he wants some mollusks, you know?
How does he know about the mollusks?
Maybe he had a sample on the coast and he's like, this is fucking delicious. I'm going to swim over there.
We should try to get him on the podcast.
We have a gray wolf here, guys.
Oh man, or like one of those, you know, who would be really good to get?
Mm-hmm.
One of those guys that like goes on Jimmy Fallon all the time and brings all the animals.
Mm.
What are those guys' name? Jack something?
Those guys are sketchy.
Yeah, do you think
Because
that?
animals, you can't control animals, man.
Yeah.
How many times you see on YouTube, whatever, like fucking one of those animals just going at the host?
What was it? Oh, I was listening to a podcast recently and they were saying snake handlers
Mm-hmm.
in whatever country they were talking about inject themselves with a little bit of venom every morning or every day.
To build an immunity.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
So when their snake bites them, they're okay?
Yeah.
They should
Or
survive?
they'll at least like survive longer
Right,
to
right.
be
So
able to treat it or whatever.
the human body, eh?
Oh, man.
Isn't that how vaccines work?
Exactly.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Venom, eh? Was that, what podcast was that? I heard that today. Was that
I think it was a Joe Rogan.
Ian Edwards?
Yeah. I listened to it yesterday or 2 days ago. A couple
Yeah, that
days
was
ago.
good. Another thing they mentioned, did you hear fucking how much money Apple has? They said like Apple can buy.
Okay, guys, this is insanity.
Okay, I'm gonna screw this up, but Apple can buy Manchester United, Twitter, Nike. What else? A couple other like huge businesses, and still have $25 billion.
I think they named a
left
car
over.
brand.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
They could buy Ferrari, and still have $25 billion left over.
So just to summarize, Apple could buy all of those companies and still have $25 billion in cash in their bank account. What was their number? They had like 400 and something billion dollars
I
in
don't
cash.
What is their?
Just sitting there. That's outside of business assets. That's outside of every, like,
Are they number 2
all
behind
the
Amazon?
land that they own.
Are they number 2 behind Amazon?
I think so.
Yeah. Jeez. You say that
Isn't
the
that
fucking
crazy?
Apple is what, worth 400 billion, you said?
Well, this is not, I haven't done zero research on this, but I
Right.
listened to the same podcast.
Yeah.
And they said that's how much, the much money they have in cash.
That's your fault mostly.
I've only bought like 8 Apple products in my lifetime.
Have you always been an Apple guy?
Yeah, I had iPhone 3, I had iPhone 4S, I had iPhone 6, 7, 8, now 10. And I've had an iPad and 2 MacBooks. Whatever that is. I think
What
that's it, 7 or
year
8.
did the iPhone 3 come out?
It was early, man. It was probably when we were in university.
Like first couple of years, like 2009, 2000.
11 years ago, maybe. I would say 11, 12.
Okay, so yeah.
I remember in college, I think it came out. I think that first iPhone came out and it was the brick.
Yeah, yeah. I remember
It
the iPods with like the actual scrolling thing, and they were huge too.
Oh, yeah, the iPods.
First gen.
Yeah. Remember when the small iPod came out? I had one of those.
I did too. And then the iPod
The memory is
video.
so shit. You could only put like 100 songs on it or
There's
something.
no memory at
Yeah.
all.
But that was big.
Mhm.
Because remember we had those little MP3 players in
Yes.
high school?
There, yes.
That we had like 30 songs
It
on
was
or
like
something?
120 megabytes. Yeah, it'd be like 17 songs, and you have to like cycle through all of them. But then before that was CDs, right? I mean,
Do you
that was
think
a
it's
big
going to
jump.
keep progressing at this? Like in terms of technology, I feel like,
this
well, by far, our generation has seen the greatest like change of technology, right?
100%. Yeah,
Literally growing up, we're using, well, maybe this is just my family. I remember having a TV
mm-hmm.
that had a button for on and off, but the button fell off. So we had to use pliers to pull it out to turn the TV on
That's some ghetto shit.
when I was like 4, 5, 6 years
Are
old.
you serious?
Yeah. And then
Damn.
our next TV was one that was probably like 3.5 feet deep. Remember?
The fucking
Where
tube
do you
TVs.
put those things?
Yeah,
man?
dude.
Takes up half your living room.
Isn't that so funny? Like no modern house would be able to support any of those.
Man. And every time you turn the TV off, it was like there was a static ring around
the
TV.
CRT TVs or whatever. Yeah. And then when you break them, they're so loud.
And when they turned off, they kind of like the picture just kind of
from the edges.
together.
It
Yeah.
closed. Yeah.
And
That's so
I don't know if you remember this, but on my TV, there was always like a little color in the corner that would stay for like an hour, 2 hours after you watch TV and
Really?
then go away. Yeah.
Be like a light bleed or something.
So weird. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like you were saying, man, the stuff that we've witnessed in our lives is insane. I think now just data will become more efficient, right? Space will keep increasing, get cheaper and cheaper. And I guess it's just like iPods will just get smaller and smaller. I don't know what else.
Even just for us listening to music.
Yeah.
Remember as a kid in elementary school, I got a Walkman for the first time, and it had those like wire headphones with the yellow thing sticking out.
And yeah.
And you like these things were legit.
Was this before the anti-skip Walkman? So you have to like fucking leave it on the desk?
Well, I remember, I don't know about that, but I think I had an anti-skip one. And
Lucky.
to get my music,
Yeah.
I had like a little boombox type thing that I would every night, not every night, a couple times a week, I would run up to my room at 7 p.m. because the Beat or Z95.3 or like one of those stations back in the day had the top 7 at 7.
Yeah.
And I would go upstairs and press record on my thing for a cassette to tape the 7 at 7. And then that would be like what I'd listen to for the next month.
Yep. Or if you wanted to
but
see...
you'd listen to the commercials, right? Because it would tape the commercials.
Yeah, you're not fucking
So
sitting
you'd, like,
there.
Be fast. We'd like, this is me. I'd be like rollerblading around the neighborhood, holding my Walkman, feeling like a baller.
Like a champion.
Yeah. And then the commercial comes on, you're like, fast forward, play. Still commercial. Fast forward, play. Still commercial.
But I feel like because of that, music was such a bigger deal back then.
Huge. Yeah.
Right? Like everyone knew who like 50 Cent was, Eminem, like all those guys. But now like music, like anyone can make a song and just upload it.
Just so
it's good or
different,
it's good and
right?
bad.
Because how important was it to have a music video on Much?
So it was
Right?
everything.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember just like sitting up and waiting for them to play music videos and like just cycling through all of them, watching all of them every time.
Like once a month or something, they had the top 50 music video countdown.
Yeah.
And I would watch the whole thing.
But it's
Like
like
3 hours of music videos.
it's so funny. You'd hear a song on a radio and then be like, "Oh, I'd love to listen to this, but I can't." Like, what would you do? You have to wait till it comes back.
Isn't that so
again.
strange? You have to go buy and then the CDs came out.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably when we were in elementary school.
Yeah.
CDs.
No, I remember burning CDs a lot.
I
of
remember
burning.
you burned me quite a few CDs.
Yeah. On those rewritable
Because I
discs.
didn't know how to do it.
And then Napster came out.
Yeah. You were like the coolest
LimeWire.
kid. Yeah. Someone who knew how to burn CDs in high school was so cool.
Fucking nerd since day one. And now
And
I
then
burn
you had these
podcasts.
MP3 CDs that I still don't understand how they work.
Right, because instead of a CD-ROM, you would have to, on a CD-ROM, you would have to put the music as a WAV file, and WAV files are huge. MP3s are way more compact. So, but then not everything would play in MP3. You would have like, you'd have to have the tray say MP3 on it for it to actually put in. But then we would have like 100 plus songs on one CD. I fucking remember that, dude. That's crazy.
Where did you get your music from back in the day? What was the first one?
Napster,
Was that the first one?
first one. And they had all those legal troubles and all that shit. And then it was LimeWire, Kazaa.
Kazaa. Yes.
Dude, but all those sites were so sketchy, man. Fucking grew up real quick. Fucking trying to download like a Nelly song. It's just hardcore porn. Like, what? All the time, man.
Crazy. Even just phones. Do you remember your first phone?
My first phone, I think, was a Nokia brick. And then I had a fucking cover on it. You'd make fun of me all the time.
I would?
Yeah.
What?
It was this old man leather cover on like a phone that was indestructible.
I remember my sister had one and I would steal it from her all the time to play that Snake game.
Snake, yeah. That was the only thing you could do. If you wanted to text, you had to like hit the buttons like 3 times to get the letter. It took
T9.
forever. T9,
It's
right.
T9. Yeah.
But that was like the quicker one, right? It would kind of guess. Because
was that the? Oh yeah.
Because each button has 3 letters,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But now
yeah.
you would just do it once and it would
Yeah.
guess you. Yeah. No, that was a big thing.
What grade was that? You remember?
Probably like 10 or 11.
Yeah, mine was in grade 11. I got a flip phone.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned this before. My parents wouldn't buy me a cell phone. So for Christmas, they gave me a phone with no money on it. It was like a pay-as-you-go phone. So I
remember
I had to do paper route to save like $100 to get a $100 card to put on the phone.
The struggle, dude.
And every text was so important, like whether I should send it or not, because every text cost like 15 cents or something.
It was a lot. It was a lot, man.
And every phone call was like 30 cents a minute or something.
Yeah, the phone was like unusable unless you had like, it was like past 7 o'clock and you had like the free time.
Yeah.
Otherwise you couldn't use it. You'd have like 100 minutes for the month.
Yeah. Mine was with pay as you go. I think it was like 35 cents a minute during the day, and then after 7, it was
That's
1 cent a
fucking
minute.
terrible. That's so bad.
More expensive than a payphone.
You pay like $1 for a 3-minute convo.
Yeah.
But then you see guys on SkyTrains just having full conversations. You're like, dude, how are you paying for this, man?
Well, they just had plans. We didn't have plans back. Like I didn't have a plan back in the day.
You gotta wait till 7 o'clock. You start calling.
Yeah. Even after that, going to college, I remember my first plan was like 150 minutes a month.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And
then weekends were free, unlimited, right?
Can you look at your usage on here?
No.
Like how many minutes you're on the phone a month? You probably can. There's a way.
Data changed everything.
General. I think there's a way. Somewhere in here. I've heard Joe Rogan talk about it on a podcast.
How do you want to look at? I don't want to look at that number.
Like a screen time. I think they call it screen time. And he's like 4 or 5 hours a day.
Easy. That's easy, man.
Yeah. I guess.
That was one thing camping that you noticed real quick. No phone. Like, oh God, what do I do? Gotta read.
Are you on your phone a lot though?
Yeah.
You are?
I am. I'm on fucking Reddit all the time. All the time. You wake up, look at Reddit.
What do you like researching?
Everything, dude. I just love getting shit thrown in my face. Going down the rabbit hole. It depends, because like Reddit is a mixture of like pictures, forums, or whatever, right? So it's all over the place.
Should we tell the people how we met?
Sure. How did we meet? Oh, I remember.
Even just like our relationship in high school is pretty interesting.
Because you went to a different high school at the beginning.
I went to a different high school, grade 8, 9. I think we met in grade 9 with provincial team.
No, it was earlier because I played against you with the Eagles. So it was grade 7 or grade 8.
Played against me?
Yeah.
Oh, when I played Holy Cross spring team? Probably?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember you there.
Before provincial team.
I think I remember playing you at Quallen, and you had this fucking huge bruise on your arm. I remember the randomest things, dude. But I'm pretty sure we were in grade 7.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I knew, yeah. And then after that, it was like their whole regional team and all that shit, right? Provincial team.
Do we play regional team? U14? Or no, you were probably
Well, I was Burnaby. You were Surrey, right?
Right. So we maybe played against each other in one of those tournaments. And then provincial team, U15, we played together.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to STM.
Yeah. In grade 10?
For whatever reason, I remember like almost every day after school going to your house before practice.
Yeah. We just fucking wander around. Go play fucking Madden.
We'd always go to your house. Your mom would make some food.
Yeah, always.
And then we'd go practice at 7:30. We'd play. You introduced me to video games, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever played video games.
No, but you had like FIFA. You had the PlayStation 1, right?
PlayStation 1.
And the N64.
Could you imagine pulling out a PlayStation 1 right now?
No, I don't think it would work on these TVs.
It wouldn't?
I don't
it's
think
still the
so.
same input on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, but the pixels, like it would be so fucked up. Or it'd be just like a little square in the middle of your TV.
It would be that bad?
Yeah. I think I remember like hooking up my N64 to an HD TV, and it was brutal, brutal. Because they were made for those fucking CRT TVs, right? Those big
Don't people
hogs.
still play like Super Nintendo and stuff?
But you do it through your computer now.
Oh, really?
It's called an emulator, and then you just run it. Yeah.
You can hook up an actual system.
I think you might. It would just look so fucked up.
It would be bad.
I think so. I just don't think it transfers.
You were big into WoW in high school. Was that your biggest one? Call of Duty?
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft?
Oh my god, dude.
Do you remember your name?
My fucking first character was a night elf hunter named Casey Gunner.
Night elf hunter.
That is correct.
Named Casey Gunner.
That is correct.
Remember our basketball team found out about your WoW name.
I used to play 16 hours a day in the summer.
You're kidding.
No.
16 hours? No wonder your fucking mom bought you a tent. Jesus.
Dude, it was bad. Like grade 11, 12. During the summers, I would do nothing but play WoW. I was fucking addicted 100%.
That's probably why you would get so angry at me when I told you should be playing more basketball.
But you were right. I should have been doing anything else.
Our relationship was strange in high school.
You think so?
I think I was very aggressively wanting you to play more.
But no, I just feel like you wanted the best from everyone around you, right?
I just wanted to win.
Yeah. Can't blame you for that. Winning's pretty cool, man.
Literally, Carl on the back of his head is just like, fuck you, I'm playing Warcraft today.
Yeah, dude. I remember just waking up, not eating breakfast, just playing to like 1 or 2, not eating, maybe grabbing a snack, and then just fucking coming back and playing until the middle of the night and just going to bed.
What was the obsession?
Dude, it was like a whole social thing too, right? Because you would be like talking with people, like your friends. So we would
Are
have
they friends? Like, have you met these people, or is it like from around the world?
I would have friends from like California, fucking Louisiana, all over.
How do you meet them?
Ontario. What do you mean? You're running around in the game world. You group up to do a party. They're good or they're cool or whatever, and you fucking start hanging out.
You group up to do a party?
So yeah.
Like
Sometimes
a
you need like
bonfire in the game, or
you
what?
need like groups of 5 to do a dungeon. You know? Or groups of 40. It was actually really social.
Really?
I would log into, we'd use this program called Ventrilo. So it's just like a voice program, and you would have like your own channel, and like as many people could go in that channel as you want. And I would do that first before loading up World of Warcraft. It was more of a social thing. You're just having like virtual friends.
And there was just like a chat section that you just keep talking back and forth?
Yeah.
Or are you actually talking on the headset?
We'd actually talk on the headset. So we would be like live talking to each other the whole time. And you could talk through the game and stuff too. Dude, it was fucking wild, man. But like the game just hit all the points to make it addicting, you know? They just had like the perfect formula.
Has there been anything else like that?
No, not, I don't know, here and there, but like.
Why is Fortnite so big? Or is it falling off now?
I think it's falling off. I think it's still super, super popular with kids. The thing with Fortnite is it was super like pop culture, like up to date. Like it had those dances that everyone was doing. You would have like fucking during the World Cup, people would score and do those dances, right? So it was super relatable. It has like easy graphics, so you don't need like a beast to run it. And it's just everyone knows how to play shooting games. And it was just that whole style, the whole survival, you know, 100 people land, only one person makes it. It was super popular at that time. It hit all the right marks and it just blew up. Also,
do you think because it's not
free.
a long time commitment too?
It's free.
It's like a 15-minute game and then it's over?
You can walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas your game, you had to be there all the time?
Dude, my game was a fucking job. We would do like World of Warcraft. You'd have these things called raids where you have to organize 40 people in order to fight these dungeons, right? So it's like, okay, guys, we're meeting at 6. We're starting at 6:30 and we're going till 10:30. So it's like a job.
For 4 hours.
Yeah, isn't that fucking funny? What a wild life, man. But Fortnite, no, like you were saying, it's none of that, right? You just jump in. You can do up to a party of 4, have 4 of your friends, and you fucking go kill people.
You can play 4 on the same screen?
You do 4 in the same squad. No, you don't do same screen shit anymore.
Squads?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it's just one player.
No, you can do pairs. Just like you and a buddy running around. So then it'd be like, I guess, instead of 100 free for all, it'd be 50 versus 50 or whatever.
Oh.
So 2 people can win. And then squads would be 25 other squads, right? Because there'd be 4 people.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy.
I've never played it.
The biggest thing is that it's free. So you fucking download it and you start playing. The thing that it gets you is the skins and character customization and dances and silly looking weapons. That's the stuff that you pay for. You're probably looking at me.
Do people pay money for that? What the fuck? Why?
I don't know. You just get so invested into the game that you just want to look cool. I don't know. Why do you buy clothes, man? Why do you buy fucking name brands?
Because it's illegal to walk around naked.
But like that's how you make their money. League of Legends was the exact same thing. It's a free game, but then you buy characters, you buy skins, you buy all that shit, and it adds up way faster than if you just buy the game, man. Spend hundreds of dollars.
Is that how those games make money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just from the add-ons?
They get you in for free and then, yeah, all the extra stuff. Or sometimes like there's fucking like boosts so you gain experience faster. It's just so many little tricks to fucking get you to spend money. Another huge thing that's been like going on in like gaming recently has been loot boxes. Have you heard of that? It's been in the news and stuff. loot boxes.
Mm.
So essentially you play a game, whatever. If it's Call of Duty, whatever, a lot of games have you get in-game credits and you spend those credits on like a loot box, a random box. So it's like almost like a slot token.
Okay.
Then a thing spins and you get a random thing, that's gambling, right? So now a lot of countries are stepping up and saying that kids are just gambling through these games, spending money. They're taking their parents' fucking Visas, credit cards, and just buying all this shit.
Really?
Yeah. And just if you're, I think they're gonna be making quite a few changes in the future about that. Yeah.
How long have people been making money with video games?
I don't know. What was the first video game? Pac-Man, Tetris, probably the early ones.
I mean, like famous people that are celebrities now, like a Ninja, like that type, like those type of guys.
Oh, not a long time.
Like last 10 years?
Less. Just because the whole streaming thing has just been getting more and more popular. Fuck. That's like 6 years, maybe.
That's it?
Yeah. For people, there's always been streamers, but like they've never gotten the attention that they do now. Like fucking Ninja was on Ellen. Like what? Dude, and the fucking money that kid's making is insane.
How old is he?
Probably early 20s.
Why is he so popular?
I don't know. Something about him just fucking gets people coming back to his channel to watch him play. He's a good video game player. Like he's solid. Like he's professional level. And then he's also a goof. So I guess it's just everyone gets a little bit something out of it.
More entertainment value.
Yeah. So kids love him because he's goofy and people love him because he's fucking actually good at the game.
How many people watch him? Like,
do you
ever watch people play video games?
I used to a lot.
Really?
A lot. Like when I'd play video games, I would watch people all the time.
Do you learn stuff?
Of course. It's like fucking, yeah, dude. It's like having like LeBron give you inside information and talk about every step that he does in a game and what's kind of going through his mind.
So they're like commentating themselves.
They do, yeah. Sometimes they stream like competitive matches. So you see all that shit. Yeah, dude, it's a fucking crazy world. It's crazy world.
Is that going to keep growing?
Oh, yeah.
E-games?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's some big tournaments coming up in Vancouver. They're selling out stadiums. It's fucking
They
popular.
had one last year, and I can't remember what game it was. But they had one last year at Rogers, and
Yeah?
I think they said
it was
the top prize
Dota.
was like $10 million, wasn't
It
it?
was, yeah. 10 million?
Dota?
Dota.
How's that?
It's like League of Legends.
What the hell is that?
It's like a MOBA. I can't explain this. But yeah, no, it's a super popular old Steam game, but that's what it was. It's
Old Steam?
Steam is like a platform where you buy video games from.
Huh.
You've never ever been interested in video games, eh?
Dota. No.
And that's one of
Is
the
it like Grand Theft Auto?
not at all. The graphics are like super corny and like cartoony.
I feel like I was really good at Tony Hawk on PS1.
That game was fucking good. Dude, that game was a classic. I still remember some of the levels.
So unrealistic, though.
You can grind for like kilometers.
Yeah. You just like, in between tricks, you just keep ollieing.
Yeah. Just to keep your multiplier going,
Yeah.
right?
So ridiculous.
Oh, that was good, man.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Cool.
Carl, that was fun, man.
That was fun.
Just reminiscing about high school,
Just shooting
basically.
the shit, yeah.
I like it. What do you think of our new podcast mascot?
Chester? What was his name?
Is that name sticking?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said Chester.
Chester. I like Chester.
You like Chester? Does he look like a Chester?
He does. He looks focused. He looks determined. He's a fucking monkey.
He's holding a Walkman, too. Is the green thing
Is this a
Walkman?
chimpanzee?
I don't know the difference, to be honest. I'm going to say uneducatedly, yes.
Yes. Are you going to paint him ever?
I think he's painted just the way he deserves to be painted.
It's an albino monkey.
He's got a lot of swag. Swag?
I don't know. What is it?
Swag is
I
what
don't like swag.
swag is what breweries call their gear.
But what's the reason then? Oh, and swag is like...
I think it's
Like
swagger. Swagger is like a
mindset?
No, it's like a feeling. I don't know.
Ego kind of thing.
Kind of like what you portray out
Right.
to the world.
And swag is like,
Swag is gear. People
wait,
call it
you just
gear.
call it swag.
Yeah, but then cool kids call it swag with an CH in the middle.
Schweppes. Guess
Maybe that's where we got it from. All right. Good night, podcast people. We love you. I hope you got to learn a little bit about producer Karol today.
Hopefully. Till next time.
Later.